Hey, everybody, this is Peter Stone, and I am the founder of Peter Stone Jewelry. I started Peter Stone Jewelry back in 1987. Why did I start Peter Stone Jewelry? Compact, lightweight, valuable, easy to store, easy to carry, easy to sell. And I worked on merchant ships as a chief engineer, traveling around the world. And most ships were powered in the United States by steam turbines. Then they decided to change it because of the fuel crisis. What did I do? I decided I was not going to be a mechanic, and that was sad. I mean, I was a steam engineer. It was thermodynamics. It was fascinating. I traveled to more than 45 countries on merchant ships. And I got the travel bug, and I loved traveling. And I decided I would quit. 6 figures, working 6 months a year, traveling around the world, have my own stateroom, all my own room, board, insurance, everything covered. But I quit. Why would I quit? Because I wanted to continue traveling, making money, and living life in my own way. And that is what I consider the Total Life Freedom Program. When you live life your way and no one else's way, I mean, if you have a partner, you're flexible, and we know the pathway of life. But the success in life is living life in your own way. So what I did, I bought a little and sold a little jewelry, bought a little, sold a little. I didn't know a thing about what I was doing. But I did know I wanted to get into gemstones. And in 1989, with the S&L crisis, it failed. Didn't work. So I had to get something bigger. And I had tested out some silver jewelry in 1985 in Cape May, New Jersey, and it sold like hotcakes. And so I, instead of carrying pocketfuls of gemstones, I had to up it a little bit, get a little more exercise, and have bags of sterling silver jewelry. And that's what I bought and sold because I love the seacoast. I love the ocean. And I thought, why? I had stores in Key West, Florida, and I thought, well, I started out in Key West, and I thought, and I grew up in New England, so it made sense to me, Key West and Florida. Key West it was for me in the wintertime. And in the summertime, it was Cape Cod, Massachusetts, and Ocean City, Maryland eventually, and back to Thailand. So I had this triangular thing going on, buying and selling jewelry. But what I realized, the jewelry wasn't that nice. So I decided I'll make it myself. I'll make my own collection. And to date, we have over 43 different jewelry collections. I kept on going on the road, selling mostly wholesale. But I stopped at a lot of fairs and festivals and events. And I found out, wow, the jewelry sells so well at these events. Man. And one day in 93, in June, I met the Rollins in Oregon on Highway 101 on a beautiful June morning. And they were parked with maybe 25 other people. They were doing a little fair on the side of the road that they did every Saturday morning. And they had a pottery business. They closed up and they were selling everything in the pottery business. And I stopped by and I said, hey, do you want to buy some jewelry? And Pauline Rollins did. She bought $500. She tried it out. I came back 3 weeks later and then they bought $1,500. They had a 32-foot motorhome. And they went to Arizona, much like me on the East Coast, but they went to Arizona in the wintertime and spent their summertime in Southern Oregon. Beautiful, because I wasn't from there, and it was a new journey for me. I loved it. So we continued on, and the next time they bought $4,500 because they got rid of all this bulky pottery and all this other stuff because they were moving out of their house. Their house was for sale. So they took everything out and they sold all of that on the side of the road, along with the jewelry. So all the big stuff got sold, and they started the jewelry for the next 8 years. So they had a traveling business on the road, a total life freedom program, living in their motorhome. They were retired. They had a blast. And other people are out there doing the same thing. The people that make the most money with our jewelry are people that go to fairs, festivals, and events, because people expect to go there and spend money in a condensed period of time. Some of our customers, the biggest customers, the ones that make the most money in the shortest period of time, are the ones that go to the fairs, festivals, and events. A bad day, a really bad day for a retailer is like $500. And a pretty darn good day is $10,000. So someplace in between, if you make $1,000 or $2,000 in a day at a fair and a festival, selling something you like. We have New Age, we have Celtic, Renaissance fairs, Highland fairs, kitty cats, horse shows, scuba diving shows, boating shows, nautical shows, 43 different niche markets. New Age, and we have aromatherapy, a lot of different jewelry lines. And we even did a line of heifer cows for people that were in the dairy industry, because that was their passion. And they hung out, and their friends were in the dairy industry. They were pretty big. And it became a hobby. And they said, well, let's make a line of jewelry and go out to the fairs and festivals and sell it. And they did. And their own, they gave us the specs, and then they had a store online. And there's many people that have created their own line of jewelry here at Peter Stone, because I stopped buying and selling, and started designing my own jewelry. And we have 65 people making jewelry today. So I would really suggest that, because it's small and it's precious, investing in sterling silver is always a good idea. And especially if you can double and triple your cost at a fair, festival, and event, you're really doing good, because your investment as a precious metal is secure. Then, when you go to fairs on the worst day, you melt it down. And that's just like a disaster, but that isn't going to happen. And then I will tell you that we have people growing again and again. We have 2 or 3 people signing up for wholesale accounts every single day. And some of them come back. We haven't been in the public for a long time, and I'm doing a lot more marketing now to bring back a lot of people to go, oh, Peter, I thought you're out of business. No, we're not. I just stopped doing marketing because everything changed online, and I still did some fairs and festivals. So I still do them, but I'm primarily a wholesaler. So I'm offering you the jewelry at wholesale. You can go to peterstone.com, and you'll see. You can buy retail, you can be an affiliate, you can get drop shipping if you set up a website. You don't need to start with inventory right away. And then you can, once you know it's selling, you can get some wholesale and do double and triple your investment, in a very short time. And if you turn your jewelry 6 times a year, that's big money, big profit. And you choose where you're going to go. You choose when you're going to set up. You choose what shows, fairs, and festivals you want to go to. So if you're retired or thinking about it, and you want money on the road and freedom, this is the way to go. Click on the link, check out the jewelry. You just check out all the different programs. And I have a webinar every Wednesday night at 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, New York time, Miami time. You can figure it all out, whatever time zone you are, wherever you are in the world. There's fairs, festivals, and events all over the world. And Peter Stone has got clients all around the world. Anyway, there's a lot more to the story. All I want you to know is the opportunity is big. It's fun. You twist, you turn, you get exercise, you're outside, you get fresh air, you meet new people, you laugh, you smile, you have a good time, and you make money while you're traveling. Well, I've been doing that for many years, and I'll tell you, I love life. That's the journey, is the success. This is Peter Stone. Check out the link, and I look forward to talking to you. See you soon.